You figure it out?
Yeah, I had to go like the whole way around.
We gotta start getting some balls as a profession and letting people know what it is we do. We have to stop being quiet, right? Because if we're not loud, people don't listen to us. In a couple of years, in this casino, a young guy came up to me in the hallway and said, I need to talk to you. And he was all watery. His eyes were all watery, and he was very emotional. And he said, I never wanted to listen to you because you're always freaking yelling, and I just wasn't ready for it. And then he listened one time. And it pierced something in his soul that has catapulted this guy into his mission and purpose in life. What I tell people is when you find your pain in your life, and we all have it, a lot of us hide behind our blazers and ties and looking sexy in our gel. But at the end of the day, you know what your pain and suffering is. And when you come into contact with that, you address it, and it turns into a passion and a mission, we start transforming lives. Who here knows Matt Charles? If you don't know Matt Charles, you gotta go on social media, and he did a video that Rando did for him, telling his story. And someone just said to me as we're leaving the restaurant, I didn't know who that was until I saw his eyes. He's almost got 1 million views telling his story, which is a gripping story, and his heartache as a child, and the pain he went through. And when he came to terms with that and faced it and brought it to the surface, this kid is on a mission. And he's putting himself out there. And he's serving people through serving chiropractic care in his office. Now, I had the honor of meeting a woman, Amy, last night. Amy, you in this room?
Right there.
She's here. And we had a conversation last night that she has a little girl who was having some serious, Amy, you okay with me bringing this up?
Yeah.
Who was having some serious mental health issues, depression, anxiety. And Boston Children's wrote the kid off the map. They put her on 9 medications, and they told Amy, your girl's basically done, and you're part of the system now, and this is just the way it's going to be. And this woman, Amy, is tough, and she wasn't giving up on her daughter. And she said bullshit. And she Googled, I forget the sentence she Googled, she could tell you, but it brought her to Matt Charles's video that he made. After being here in extravaganza, and he soul-searched and found himself, she watched that video, and it brought her and her daughter to Matt's office. And she said that very first visit, when he laid his hands on her baby and adjusted her life changed. Changed. Her child woke up. But if Matt Charles didn't speak up and share his voice, I said to Amy, I said, if it wasn't for chiropractic, where would your daughter be? I didn't finish my sentence. She said, dead. Because when you get lost in service and lives get changed, and then you come to a casino and you stand in front of a woman like Amy, it makes it all worthwhile. Amy made my year. And our friendship with Matt, man, this thing's gonna grow, brother. Like, we ain't looking back. Like, Matt is part of the team. Amy's part of the team. I have no idea where we're going with it, but we're gonna fucking turn the cranks, excuse my French. For years, people were saying, write a book, write a book, write a book. And I finally wrote a book. Halfway through that book, the publisher calls me and says, we have a problem. You have 2 books here. So when you write a book, they want to know who's your audience. So one of the biggest things was they weren't sure about the title. So they said it's a pretty aggressive title, Wake Up Humans, something. They said, I'm awake. I'm like, well, I don't give a shit about that. That's the title. Number 2, I'll put chiropractic on the cover. They said, well, you may not want to be putting chiropractic because it's going to limit. No, because I want people to know what chiropractic is. And the language and all the way it's written is raw. It's like we're having a conversation. I didn't want it to be a beautiful novel. I wanted it to be in your face. Let's freaking wake up and let's take our country back. And I know from my experience with chiropractic, for those of you that know me, that if my brother got adjusted after he had a neck injury playing football, his whole life would be different. His life would have been saved. He didn't have that option that Amy's daughter had. It was never presented to us. There wasn't one chiropractor that had enough freaking passion for what we have the potential to do as a profession to tell my family the story. 1/4
of the people surveyed took antidepressants over the past month reported having taken them for 10 years or more. Right now, under the age of 5, there are over 1 million children that are taking psychiatric drugs. 1 million.